It feels like the entire world is playing a massive game of F around and find out. And there's a reason why President Trump just posted a video of his brand new Air Force One being flanked by F-35 Lightnings. And it's a very dark reason. According to reports, the Iranians tried to blow Donald Trump's plane out of the sky in a recent visit to the Middle East. Donald Trump flew to the Middle East last week for a NATO summit in Turkey and mysteriously didn't use his brand new plane. After unveiling it, bragging about it, and talking about how excellent the plane is, Donald Trump moved back to the periwinkle baby blue Air Force One, and everyone was confused about that. Now we're learning that it's because Iran planned on bombing or taking out of the sky this brand new plane. Okay, let's unpack all of this. Iranian state media right now is out saying that they're killing American soldiers. Now, I don't know if this is true or confirmed, but Iran seriously does seemingly want to up the wartime threats against President Trump and Americans. They say that they bombed an American base this afternoon and they killed 3 Americans. I hope that that is inaccurate. I haven't seen it reported in Western media anywhere, so that's good. Iran just held a massive parade through Tehran where they hung Donald Trump in effigy. Hey, Trump, we will kill you. Sea of mourners surround Khomeini's coffin, waving banners threatening Trump during funeral procession. They also had images up of Lindsey Graham saying they'd kill him. Lindsey Graham wound up dead this morning. So they have satellite imagery of what allegedly shows an American base in Kuwait getting hit, along with an American base in Bahrain also getting hit with Iranian drones. So again, we don't know. We just know that it is a deadly region of the world and that Iran would probably do anything that they could to get Donald Trump murdered. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Iran planned to assassinate President Trump during his visit to Turkey. Okay, where's this coming from? Israeli intelligence. Oh, okay. Well, is Israeli intelligence just exaggerating? Maybe they're just trying to stoke the war again? Let's read a more detailed description of what's going on here. Major international security alert has been triggered following an explosive report by Channel 12 in Israel, revealing that foreign intelligence uncovered a highly specific Iranian plot to assassinate Donald Trump during his visit to Turkey. According to the intelligence disclosure, active threat against the American leader was deemed so imminent that it forced U.S. security officials to take an immediate high-stakes tactical maneuver to ensure his safety, to completely compromise any tracking or targeting systems. Operatives may have established the U.S. Secret Service executed an abrupt, unscheduled swap of President Trump's return flight to Washington, D.C. The presidential security detail abandoned the primary aircraft assigned for the trip, secretly transferring Trump to an alternative, heavily fortified government plane. To further neutralize the threat to prevent hostile actors from monitoring the escape route over highly volatile region, the flight crew completely disabled the aircraft's public transponder, successfully cloaking the flight path until it cleared high-risk airspace. Whoa. Does this have any bearing in fact? Well, yes. So you can't watch President Trump depart Turkey. Normally there's a big departure ceremony. There was a big arrival ceremony. You're seeing it here on your screen. Now, something that you should notice on this arrival ceremony, and you probably already did, was that President Trump switched up back to the old Air Force One. Well, that's crazy. See, the blue, the periwinkle blue, right? The color that Trump hates. Trump worked really hard to get a new Air Force One. So there's an arrival ceremony, but not a departure ceremony. Why would that be? Well, President Trump straight up said what was going on during a press conference.
Well, I'm number one, so I don't know. I can't tell you that. It's a very dangerous profession. No, I'm number one on the kill list for Iran. They're lovely people. I'm number one, so I don't know. I can't tell you that, but I don't really care because I'm doing my job and I'm doing it, I hope, better than anybody's ever done it, because we have a country that's hot and really, really successful. But I mention it only because it's on the list. I mean, it came out. There was another list came out yesterday, and I'm number one on. I like being number one on TikTok better, but I'm number one on the list for killing.
Donald Trump, straight up admitting it. Plot to assassinate Trump in Turkey was discussed by senior Iranian officials. Intelligence intercepted and shared with the U.S. According to that intelligence, they said this would be our one time to do it. Turkey is, of course, not far from Iran, and in fact, they're border nations. can see Iran right here, shares a border with Turkey right here. And this is where Trump was, and it wasn't really that far away from Iran. And of course, it is considered the Middle East, a Muslim country. No doubt there are proxies of Iran that exist in Turkey. And so I think that you should take that, they took it as a serious threat. Western intelligence picked up Iranian preparation to assassinate Trump on Turkish soil. It led to a decision to switch up presidential aircraft. Iranian officials saw Trump's arrival in Turkey as a rare opportunity to kill him. The warning reached Americans in time. This explains why Trump ordered strikes that night, which he did. The aircraft was reportedly switched out for this reason.
From the new Qatar-built Air Force One that he flew over onto NATO to the old Air Force One last night.
Do you know why they had us close our window blinds? That was not usual.
Well, yeah, because you're probably on a dangerous flight because of the sleaze bags that we have to deal with.
He says it was so the troops could see the new one. Okay, but the Wall Street Journal is reporting tonight about a new Iranian plot to kill Donald Trump. And that tracks with what the New York Times said and why he switched planes. The Secret Service told Trump not to take the Qatari gifted Air Force One home from Turkey.
Threat of assassination on Trump. Trump received, in his own words, number one on the kill list. He also said he won't be traveling back on Air Force One. Air Force One will stay in Europe, and that's going to be sent to 2 or 3 military bases in the EU. Wait a second. Why is Air Force One being left behind? Everybody asked. Well, it's being left behind because they said it was a plane that could be tracked and was too big of a threat. Donald Trump flew out on a secret plane in the dark of night.
It's very dangerous. It's 5.2%. You know what a race car driver is? 1/10 of 1%. A bull rider, that looks pretty dangerous to me. It's 1/10 of 1%. No, it's 5.2% is you don't make it. You should have told me. You're an excellent reporter. You should have told me that years ago. Maybe I wouldn't have run. It's a very dangerous profession. No, I'm number one on the kill list for Iran. They're lovely people.
Yeah. So that's why they bombed Iran that night. That's probably why there's escalation right now in Iran. You're seeing Iran escalating against Americans in the region. As we said, there are reports of American bases getting bombed, American soldiers getting hurt, wounded, or worse. We pray that's not true, but things are escalating. And I think forcing Trump onto a black ops plane in the dark of night, forcing him to not use the new Air Force One is just going to piss him off. And, well, there's a lot going on in the region. You can see, obviously, stuff is getting smoked right here. And I guess we'll pray that all of this ends soon. This is one of Iran's largest islands getting just absolutely hammered right now. Trump is pissed. You can tell. But hey, Lindsey Graham just died. And I will just call it mysterious circumstances. And he was top of the kill list as well. He was right there with President Trump in that parade. So take precautions. Pray for the president. Pray for his security and his safety. What do you think is going on right now? Let me know in the comments section.